People were mad at Johnny in my chat. They were saying that Johnny was just being a terrible guy and an awful guy because he didn't want to make his show about my sentencing hearing. So Johnny's an evil, terrible guy.
I'm a dick.
He's disloyal. He's awful. And I'm just like, and when people are writing that to me, because, you know, the internet is full of tattletales that just have no life of their own. And they're like, Johnny said he didn't care about any of your shit. And I'm like, good. At least somebody doesn't. Jesus Christ. It's nice to hear that people want to do an actual show and try to build an audience separate from Steel Toe. It's refreshing to see. It was like you were supposed to live through my life and not have any of your own shit going on.
Here's how happy I was about it. I had kind of a clue about it going down because of you're like, oh, well, we're only going until 10 o'clock today, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything else about it. And I had 3 different things, like the stories that I was talking about, like Philadelphia celebrating the birth of the Communist Party and all this other stuff. So I titled the show Celebrate, and everyone thought it was about you. And I was like, what the hell are you talking about? And I didn't even know until I went live and I saw someone like, what was it, like Imholt sentencing extravaganza. And I went, oh, Jesus. Now I've kicked a hornet's nest. And so everyone's like, ooh, we're celebrating what's going on. Like, I'm paying zero attention. That's more to do with the common theme of the show.
Hey,
the variety of stories that we're talking about.
I know what that dishonest prosecutor wanted. Yeah, I was celebrating because I knew what they wanted, and it was, God, when I'm I would say in a few days here, I can spin a yarn. I can tell a little story.
You'll have some stories for people.
Oh man, I mean, here's the thing: stay away from the government, however you can. I mean, they're just. I would rather be run by the mafia because at least the mafia, you have to do something to them for them to whack you. And
otherwise, it's not worth the effort. I'm not getting out of bed to whack a guy who didn't do nothing.
The government is far more crooked, corrupt, self-serving, and disinterested. They're more disinterested in actual justice than the mafia is. The mafia has a code. The government just has self-adulation and moving on up. And they do it on the bodies of the people, if you will. So there's some interesting stuff to come out. I'm not going to say too much because then it just sounds like I'm teasing. But I think, I feel bad for people who don't have the money or the ability to defend themselves in this system. I am ready to almost go full libertarian and just assume that everyone accused of any crime by the government is innocent. or at least
go anyone, but
no, I mean like at least whatever they're accused of, I'm always going to assume it's not nearly as bad as what they said, is what the government's telling me. I don't know. We'll talk about it at a later date, at a later time, because people, prosecutors, people in the government, they are vindictive. I mean, personal and vindictive. It's we don't have a criminal justice system. We have a we will whack you system. This is, I thought this was funny. File this under this category.
Oh, buddy!
What? Apparently, iDubbbz wants to do another content cop, and he wants to do it on Worski and PPP, the Kino Casino.
Okay.
I am so excited to see that, because here's the thing. You're not going to like shame those two. You're not going to quote unquote get those two, because the mockery of those two is self-evident. Like, they're not trying to be something they're not. They're internet obsessed basement weirdos. He's a really, really fat guy. The other guy's an ex-junkie. Like, neither of them are high standing. They're both kind of scum of the earth kind of guys. And they're doing a kind of scum of the earth show. It's funny. It's a funny show. I'm not saying any of this to be insulting. I'm just saying that's what they are. So if
they're unapologetically themselves.
They're unapologetically themselves, and they're unapologetically just dog shit people. They're not pretending they're not.
So none of us are going to learn anything from this content cop.
No, like content cop is supposed to be, hey, like, this is how it was. It's funny that people who watched content cop back in the day understand it better than iDubbbz does. It's kind of how like Game of Thrones and Star Wars, like the fans started becoming more
better than the people running the shit.
Not even necessarily better, but like more in tune with it, more protective of it. And, you know, but like the content cop used to be, hey, you see this guy who thinks he's hot shit? Well, here's, you know, what we know about him. Yeah. This. Whereas Kino Casino, it's like, hey, you see this morbidly obese, creepy Cupid doll looking mother and his, you know, his recently cleaned up frog-throated co-host that all they do is just talk shit about the lowly of the internet? Yeah. Well, did you know that they're actually giant pieces of bullying shit?
Yeah.
Yes, we did.
They literally just they take the low-hanging fruit of the internet and they kick it. What this is news?
They're dog shit. You're literally taking your shit. Like iDubbbz is going to take his boot and he's going to smash dog shit into it and go, ha, I really showed that dog shit. It's like, nah, dude, you just got a smelly boot now. I don't know what I don't know what the plan was here.
But the bag was on fire.
The guy, look, I'm not going to stop iDubbbz. I want iDubbbz to create content. I want everybody to create content. But the rumor is that he wants to do a Kino Casino content cop. And you know what? Godspeed. I honestly, I think that a content cop on Kino Casino would be very interesting to watch. I just don't see PPP and Andy Worski getting worked up. If any, like all you're doing here's the thing about feeding that is now you're just feeding that loop where now Kino Casino will watch their own content cop on their show. It'll now be content and they'll make money off your content cop.
And they'll pretty much shit on you for what's the best you can do? Accurately depict them? I mean, it's not like you're pulling off the curtain and what was a cardboard box is now an elephant. Like, we don't know. There's no magic trick here.
If they were trying to be like respected commentators, then a content cop on them showing what pieces of shit they are would work. But
yeah, I mean,
they're not telling
just
you
gonna be them.
Right. They're not telling you that they're not pieces of shit.
They're already Canadian. How much worse can it get?
Right. Look, best of luck to iDubbbz. Don't let me talk you out of it. Do the thing. It's going to be great. It's like you and Roller Grill food. It's not Roller Grill. All right. Oh. It's the Quick Trip hot food and the Casey's pizza. By the way, even that big, giant, fat, obese Rocco had to admit when he came to Minnesota, yeah, Aaron's right about Quick Trip. This is actually pretty badass. He had to walk back a lot of his quote unquote hot takes and admit the toe was right. And look, I try to tell you guys that, but a lot of you got to learn the hard way.